Vietnamese curry is sneaky delicious with its rich and sweet taste and slightly creamy texture. Dunk a Vietnamese baguette into the broth and I'm in heaven. So I'll give Nini Nguyen's recipe from her book Biet a try and find out, is it worth it? The pantry ingredients are easy to get a hold of: curry powder, Vietnamese fish sauce, salt, sugar, and coconut oil, but I'm just using vegetable oil. Huge fan of garlic, but it's been banned in my home
because my girlfriend, who's pregnant, decided that garlic, shallots, onion, everything that adds, nice savory flavor to dishes, she doesn't like it. Baby doesn't like it.
But that's okay. We have to make some sacrifices for those that we love. The combination of garlic, chili, and lemongrass is a great place to start if you're trying to achieve a Southeast Asian flavor. Add some fish sauce. You could add that onto anything and you're gonna achieve some pretty darn good results. Lemongrass can be a pain in the ass to mince, but also to find. If you don't have access to quality lemongrass, don't stress out. I don't wanna see anyone wasting $8 for overpriced moldy lemongrass in their local Walmart. Just grab a tube of the lemongrass paste and you'll be fine. If you have a food processor, go ahead and whip that out to help get your lemongrass to a mince. Every time I use a mortar and pestle now, I can't help but think of those ladies from Thailand I see on my Instagram feed.
Try my best. I'm one of those Thai girls.
I'm using a local curry powder from Vietnam, but the recipe recommends a specific curry powder. I'm hoping this doesn't bite me in the ass, but let's see. In other Vietnamese chicken curries I've made, they've called for a specific curry oil to marinate the chicken, which has made me reluctant to recommend this dish on the channel. I'm really interested to see if this marinade we have here gives us the same depth of flavor that the curry needs from that oil. Knocking out some dishes, so far so good. I love not having a pile of dishes to clean up after a recipe. A bit of a pet peeve of mine are recipes that aren't in grams. Just tell me how many carrots in grams. I don't have the same size carrots you do. I've had this issue with another recipe in this book that was just way too many carrots. It overpowered the whole dish. When cutting ingredients to go in a braise or stew like this, you'll definitely want to consider cutting appropriately so that all of the ingredients finish together, or at least one doesn't overcook and turn into mush. That's why I'm making these potatoes larger than the carrots. A struggle I've had as a home cook, in contrast to a professional cook working in a large kitchen with everything you need, is batch searing meats. I find that I'll get the heat a bit too hot and take the fond a little bit too far, making it not possible for me to do another batch of protein in the same pan without burning that fond. I'm working on it though, and I think I've done a decent job here, which can be a little challenging with the curry powder covering the chicken, but this looks good. This lemongrass is giving me a couple issues stirring the curry, so I'll whack that in half with a pair of scissors. After this curry comes to a simmer, I'll add the salt and remaining tablespoon of fish sauce. This should simmer uncovered for 90 minutes, and that's always the toughest part, isn't it? Waiting for that magic to happen as all the flavors meld together and the fat in the meat melts and becomes so soft. Vietnamese food loves garnishes, and the curry is no exception. I love my curry with baguette, so hopefully I can bring this back to its glory from how fresh it was this morning. And Miss Chow hates bread and prefers to eat her curry with rice noodle. The chicken is falling off the bone a bit more than I like. If I was to do this again, I would maybe pull some of the pieces out early and shorten the cook time on this. I'm feeling a little bit disappointed at the moment because my broth isn't looking quite as milky and yellow as the photo, which makes me suspect that maybe the curry powder I used wasn't an appropriate replacement for this recipe.
Oh yeah. Curry time, baby. You guys know Miss Chow, the manager of my company, Back of the Bike Tours. If you are coming to Vietnam looking for street food, book a tour with us, Back of the Bike Tours.
This just isn't hitting the Vietnamese curry spot for me. That's where I find it a bit difficult when doing these videos, because I don't want to talk trash or beat up on a recipe, but also want to be honest. That's kind of why I like doing celebrity chef recipes like Gordon Ramsay, because if I say a Gordon Ramsay recipe is shit, who cares? I mean, that's a 3-star chef. I am in no way affecting him.
Rating this right now on taste, for me, I'm missing that sweetness. Oh man, 5 out of 10. I would not make this recipe right now as is. Pain in the ass score for this dish is gonna be a 1 out of 10. It is like lowest we can go. This is a super easy dish to make. I don't think it has any crazy ingredients. Maybe you don't have something like fish sauce or curry powder, but those are really easy to come by and they're not necessarily expensive ingredients. And something that if you have it, you can use it for many different things. So I'm giving this 1 out of 10. Dishes, everything like cleanup and everything like that, really easy. The technique's really easy. What do you go? What's your rating?
Yeah, I'm thinking about 5.
5 out of 10.
Vietnamese curry is an absolute banger of a dish, and a good intro into curry for those that haven't made it before. But I'm a bit gutted that I cannot recommend this recipe.
To answer the question, is this worth it? No, I'm sorry, it's not worth making. This dish is worth making, but I don't think this recipe is. That's kind of how I feel about it. What do you think?
The same.
The same, but you didn't actually do the work of cooking it. But she saw me cooking it, so she saw me putting in the work for it. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's I'm a little disappointed. Vietnamese, we'll have to do this again. Hopefully find a recipe that is worth it. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one. Say bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.